Hello, my dear students at Prep 2. How are you today? I hope that you are fine and ready for this important and interesting video. In today's video, we will learn together Unit 8, Lessons 1, 2, and 3. The title of Unit 8 is You Are What You Ate. You are what you ate. So, first of all, I just would like to ask you some questions. What is your favorite kind of food? Do you have a favorite kind of food? For example, you like healthy food, or you like to eat fried food, الطعام المقلي, or the barbecued food, المشوي. Okay, do you like to try a new recipe? Do you like to try a new recipe? Or if you know that this recipe comes from another country, for example, an American recipe, do you like to try it? Of course, some of us would like to try some new kinds of food, and the others don't like to try new food, and they ate just the traditional food. So, Unit 8 is about food and food all over the world. Today we will learn and talk about different recipes and different types of food from all around the world, and we will see that people from other countries ate food that is completely different from us or from ours. Okay, so let's start. New vocabs: allergic يعني عنده حساسية من طعام معين. Fast food: olives, pasta, nuts, grapes. Rice pudding: snack, spicy, juicy, sweet, salty, energy. Okay, these are some recipes from different countries. Let's now talk about each one of these recipes. First, we have spongy, is a kind of cake from Morocco. It has lots of sugar and fat in it and is very sweet, so it is not very healthy, but I love it. We sometimes eat spongy for breakfast and sometimes as a snack with some tea or a cup of coffee. Speaker 2: in many places, people use fava beans to make falafel. They are the best. Falafel is really delicious and it is very popular in Egypt. Number 3, in Britain, we often buy chips from a fish and chip shop. People often put some salt on the chips. I don't put any salt on mine because I don't like salty food. It is not very healthy. Number 4, you can buy some samosas on the streets everywhere in India. Samosas have spicy vegetables inside them. People often eat samosas for a snack. I love to eat them with some hot tea. Speaker number 5, rojak is a fruit snack you can buy in the street in Malaysia, and people also make it at home. Rojak is very sweet and juicy. People use different spices in different parts of the country, but it's always delicious. Okay, so we have here different recipes from different countries. We have spongy, samosas, chips, falafel, and rojak. Now, after listening, now put the snacks in the order that you hear them. Number 1 is spongy, And then we have what? Who can tell me number 2 is? Yes, falafel. And then chips. And after chips, we talked about, yes, samosas and rojak. Excellent. Listen again and complete the sentences with these words. We will listen again and complete the sentences. Spongy has lots of fat and sugar in it, and it is very sweet. Number 2, falafel is really, and it is very popular in Egypt. Yes, delicious. Number 3, I don't put any salt on mine because I don't like food. I don't like what? Yes, salty food, طعم المالح. Samosas have what? Yes, spicy vegetables inside them. Spicy vegetables inside them. Rojak is very sweet and, yes, and juicy. Okay, now let's talk about the grammar. Today we will learn and talk about the articles a and an, and we will learn the difference between some and any. A and an is followed by a singular countable noun. A is followed by a consonant sound, while an is followed by a vowel sound. For example, there is a bottle on the table. There is an apple on the table. So here we have a and an. A بيأتي بعدها اسم مبدوء بحرف ساكن, and an is followed by a vowel sound. Okay, what is the difference between some and any? Some and any both are followed by a plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns, but some comes in the affirmative. يعني some بتيجي في الجملة المثبتة, while any comes in the negative and in the questions. يبقى some بتيجي في النفي أو في السؤال. For example, there is some cheese in the fridge. There isn't any cheese in the fridge. Is there any cheese in the fridge? So we have some and any. Some comes in the affirmative, while any comes in negative and questions. Okay, now in this table, we have affirmative, بنلاقي فيها a أو an أو some. النيجاتيف ممكن نلاقي فيها a, an, or any, and questions a, an, or any. Exceptions. Sometimes some comes in the question if it's used to give an offer or ask for something or make a suggestions. يبقى أحيانا بنستخدم some في السؤال لو أنت عايز تقدم طلب لحد تعرفه, أو عايز تسأل على حاجة معينة, أو عايز تقدم اقتراح. For example, would you like some tea? Would you like some cake? And ask for example, can I give you some exercises, for example? Suggest, why don't we do some exercises? Why don't we do some exercises, for example? So أحيانا some بتأتي في السؤال لما نكون نقدم عرض أو بنقدم اقتراح أو بنسأل على حاجة معينة بنطلبها من الشخص اللي قدامنا. Okay. Now choose the correct word, then ask and answer the questions in pairs. Number 1, what's your favorite juicy or salty fruit that you like to eat when you're thirsty? هنا اخترنا juicy because he is thirsty. Number 2, what can you do if you ate something that is very hot and healthy or spicy? Hot and what? Of course, spicy. If it is hot, so it is spicy. Number 3, the water in the sea is sweet or salty? Can you think of a food with this taste? Of course, in the sea, the water is, yes, salty. Number 4, If we don't want to use sugar to make food sweet or salty, what other things can we use? We use sugar to make foods what? Sweet or salty? Of course, sweet. And we use salt to make food salty. So, salt, salty, sugar, sweet. Okay. What I ate. Read the text about two teenagers and answer the questions. Let's read the text together. My name is Imad. I'm allergic to nuts, so I must be careful what I eat. If I eat something with nuts in it, I'll get ill. For most of the time, that's not a problem. However, I like sweet things, and there are a few types of cake that have nuts in them. So I can't eat those. I'm lucky because my mother makes me many different delicious things to eat at home. She says I should eat more vegetables than salad. I have a lot of fruit and that is healthy. Number two, I'm Mustafa. I'm on the school athletic team and I go running every day, so I need food that gives me energy. I eat a lot of rice and pasta every day. I also ate a few healthy snacks. I like nuts. After athletics practice, my friends and I sometimes get some fast food like pizzas on the way home, but I try not to eat too much. Number one, who is ill if he eats some types of food? Yes, Imad. Number two, who ate a few healthy snacks? Yes, Mustafa. Who chooses food that gives them energy? Yes, Mustafa. Who ate a little fast food but not too much? Of course, it is Mustafa. Excellent. Complete the sentences with a lot, a little, or a few. Use a lot of with countable and uncountable nouns. بنستخدم lot of مع الأسماء التي تعد أو التي لا تعد. For example, I have a lot of oranges or I have a lot of fruits. I also ate a lot of rice and pasta. Use a few with countable nouns and a little with uncountable nouns. يبقى a lot of بتستخدم مع الأسماء التي تعد والتي لا تعد، إنما a few بنستخدمها مع ال countable nouns و a little مع ال uncountable nouns. For example, I ate a few healthy snacks. I don't eat many snacks. I only have a little salad. I don't have much salad. Now let's answer the exercise. Number one, my little brother sometimes eats a few grapes for breakfast. Number two, Layla likes a little milk in her tea, but not too much. Number three, my grandmother spends of time cooking in the kitchen. She's often there all day. Yes, a lot of. Can I invite friends to our house to watch a film? Okay, but not too many. So a few friends. A few لأنه هنا friends is a countable noun. Number five, I'm not very hungry, but I'd like a little cheese and a few olives, please. Okay, look at the photographs and complete the sentences with the correct cooking verbs. We have here some verbs that are used for cooking. For example, heat, fry, chop, pour, and serve. Number one, the soup is cold. Shall we heat it? Place some tea into my cup. Yes, pour some tea. Number 3, my grandparents always lunch in the living room at 4 o'clock. Yes, serve lunch. Those tomatoes are too big. You need to them into small pieces. You need to chop them. تقطعهم. Number 5, do you prefer to boil or your eggs? Fry your eggs. تسلق أو تقلي your eggs. Number 6, put the eggs in the bowl and what? Yes, beat them with a fork. Excellent. So we have here some verbs that is related to cooking. We have beat, heat, fry, chop, pour, and serve. Okay, imperatives. Imperative يعني جملة أمرية. The imperative is formed with the verb without a subject. For example, open the door, take an aspirin, pay attention. يبقى بنكتب الانفينيتيف plus the completion باقي الجملة. What about the negative imperative, الجملة الأمرية المنفية? It is formed with don't plus the verb. For example, don't touch that door or don't play with your brother. يبقى الجملة الأمرية بتتكون من الفعل في المصدر الانفينيتيف بلس باقي الجملة. في النفي بستخدم don't plus the verb. Don't plus the verb. Imperatives are used to give instructions. For example, add salt or boil the eggs. Complete the recipes for an omelette and tomato salad with these instructions. How to make an omelette. Number 1, beat 2 eggs in a bowl with little milk. Add a little salt to the eggs and milk. Heat some butter in a frying pan. يبقى نخلي بالنا ان الامبيراتيفز بنستخدمها الجملة الأمرية بنستخدمها عشان نعطي instructions زي الانستراكشنز for cooking or cooking instructions تعليمات الطبخ. طب تعالوا نكمل بقى الريسبي to make an omelette. Number 4 will be what? We can tell me which one is the right sentence to complete this recipe. Yes, pour the eggs into the frying pan. And number 5, yes, cook them in the butter. Cook them in the butter. Yes. What about the other recipe? How to make a tomato salad. How to make a tomato salad. Yes, number 1, take 2 big tomatoes and half an onion, and then chop all the onion in small squares. Chop all the onion in small squares. Put the chopped vegetables into a bowl. Add a little oil, salt, and lemon juice, and serve the salad with your omelette. Excellent. So use imperatives to tell people what to do. Chop the tomatoes, don't chop them too small. Add salt, don't add too much salt. Excellent. Now let's do this exercise together. Choose the correct word. 2 eggs in a bowl with little milk. Yes, beat 2 eggs. Number 2, the knife to chop the vegetables. Yes, use the knife to chop the vegetables. Wash some beans and put them in a pan. Number 4, fold madames with warm bread. Yes, serve. Number 5, vegetables into small pieces. Chop vegetables. And then number 6, add too much salt. It is not healthy. Don't add. Yes. Pour the eggs into the frying pan and cook them in the butter. Yes, excellent. Now it is time for your homework. For your homework, please do this exercise. Fresh fruit is not very, yes, it's not very old. Number 2, which of these is not a dairy product? Which of these? Of course, it's rice. Okay, this also will be your homework. Match to make sentences and match the definitions to the words. And this is a passage. You should circle the correct words. And this a vocabulary exercise. Okay, it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for watching and see you next time.